This video has been asked for ever since part 1 came out. I am going to be putting a few different print-on-demand companies' t-shirts through the ultimate quality test. The ultimate wash test. It's finally coming. We're going to be testing all of these t-shirts and see which one can withstand that washing machine over there. I mean, the scary little washing machine. Which one is going to come out on top? I'm going to be comparing all the different companies, print-on-demand companies. It's not as white as I would like it to be, and then it's bled a bit over here. We're now going to be looking at 2 more categories. The size, surprising really, because a lot of the t-shirts were really good quality. Okay, so now that you're all caught up, and by the way, if you haven't seen the first video, definitely go and check that out. But now that you're all caught up, this is what we're going to be covering in today's video. We are going to be putting these different t-shirts, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different company t-shirts in the wash. We're going to be doing 3 washes and 3 drying cycles. Let me just tell you, my electricity bill is not going to like me this month, but anything to find out which company is the ultimate winner. This is to test a whole bunch of different things, like the running of the actual design and just the general shrinkage that could potentially happen with these t-shirts. So hopefully by the end of this video, you should have an answer as to which t-shirt has the best quality and everything we learned in part 1, but as well as that, which t-shirt can withstand the wash and the dryer. But like, for all we know, they might all withstand it absolutely fine, and it wouldn't surprise me if they all come out absolutely fine, but let's just test it anyway. After each wash, I'm gonna show you how they've done, and after each dry, I'm gonna show you how they've done. But I don't want this video to go on for too long, so I'm just gonna give quick little insights after each one of those things, and then we can move on straight away to the next wash. So obviously in part 1, we whittled down the t-shirts to pick the best one based on shipping, quality, and everything, size, all of it. So we are only going to be having the best from part 1. So these are the companies we're going to be comparing in this ultimate wash test. Let's start with the first one. We have AS Color, which is by Spring. This had a really beautiful touch to it. It was soft, it was nice, beautiful. It's a weird word to use, don't know why I use beautiful. But either way, it's just a really, really nice feel. So this is AS Color by Spring. It's also the most expensive one. Well, one of the most expensive ones, I should say. The next we have is T Public. This had a bit more of a scratchy feel to it, but it still got through the test based on its price and everything else. We then have Amazon. Now, Amazon, the reason I'm putting Amazon is because it passed the test based on everything else it offers, just being Amazon with all the marketing. Now, with Amazon, you have to remember there was a bit of bleeding here just from the get-go, but it is what it is. We're going to be putting it through the wash test anyway, just because I know how many people actually sell on Amazon. Right, the next one. Next one is Motif. Motif really blew me away in terms of their quality. I was really happy with it. So they are 100% going through to the next round, mainly because this is the cheapest t-shirt here, but it's also one of the best qualities here. So I thought I had to. And then we've got Redbubble. Now, Redbubble I'm putting in, even though I personally am not the biggest fan of Redbubble as a whole, their t-shirt quality isn't so bad, but when it comes to the cost of their t-shirt, well, we all know the cost of their t-shirt is ludicrous, but I'm putting it in anyways because so many people sell on Redbubble and it's good for them to know how good the quality is. And finally, Printful. This is probably the big boy. This is the one that everyone wants to see how it will do. They have a reputation to hold up here. They got good pricing, good quality. You know, they're a good company. So we're going to put them through the test as well. So these are all the... Ow, I bashed my foot. It's fine. These are all the different... I'm going to move that chair though. These are all the different companies we are going to go and put in the washing machine. Okay. Washing machine, t-shirts. Let's do this. What setting should I put it on? That's the question.
Let's do our normal wash. Easy care.
Easy care. All right, I do stuff on easy care with a 30. Temperature of 30. It's an hour and 30-minute wash.
Yeah,
yeah, I know. That's quite a long wash though for so few things. Maybe I'll try 3 different washes.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll do an easy care one, and then I'll do a bit of more of a
rapid,
and maybe even like a dark wash because it's black t-shirts. That could be fun. Right. We've got finish in an hour and 30 minutes. Let's fill the stuff up, and we're good to go. Right. We use pods. So, put that in there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's try that again. Let's go. Our washing machine doesn't want to go.
You're not
There
pressing
you
it.
go. Right. We should see water coming through. There's the noise. I think everyone knows how a washing machine works. Right, the first wash is done. That was a flipping long wash. Let's have a look. I washed this with it. Don't judge me. Anyways, we've got all the different t-shirts. Oh, I seem to have washed 2 with it. But we've got all the t-shirts. Oh, they smell really nice. I probably didn't need to use so much. What is this?
Fabric softener.
Summer Fresh Fabric Softener. Tesco's finest. Anyways, we've got here. The names did not come off, but we'll have to re-put them on again. We've got Amazon. Now, just having a look at it. Right, come up close and have a look at this. That seems pretty good. I mean, this is still there, but that was there beforehand, so I'm happy with that. Right, so that's the first wash. That's the first one, I mean. The second one, this is Print Full, I believe. Yep. This is also solid. I think this is a bit better as well. But then this is a better t-shirt than the Amazon one anyways. You can see how clear it is up here. That's pretty good. Like that. Again, we're going to see if it's shrunk, but we're going to see after the dryer. Now, this is Red Bubbles. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So you can see the design's actually kind of faded quite drastically, and it's only been one wash. That's not very good, is it? And it's like cracking. You can see it's starting to crack. Oh dear. And that's the most expensive one. Oh, Red Bubble. Right, we've now got Motif. Okay, Motif are good as well. These black things are just fluff. Yeah.
The yellow one was there before the wash.
Yeah, so it's just, I think it's just fluff, but I'm quite happy with that. There's no cracking. Like, look, I mean, look at the difference. There's serious cracking going in on that one over there. So this is good. Kept its colour. Let's have a look at the next one. Gosh, I might not even need to do 3 washes to find out all this. This is T Public. Oh dear. Same thing again. Same thing as the Red Bubble. You can kind of see how that's cracked a bit. Oh, I think I just hit you. I'm sorry. Well, I hit the camera, I should say. And then we've got AS Colour. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is interesting. AS Colour is meant to be the highest quality, best quality. I put it on Easy Care.
And it was on 30.
And it was on
people
30.
Do a 40-degree wash.
People do 40-degree washes. We did a 30-degree wash. And look at that. That's, I mean, that is not going to be, I am not a happy customer. And I don't even care about this, but I'm saying anyone, I mean, look at it, it's just peeling off. It's just peeling off. So, I don't even know if I need to do 2 more washes, but I'm going to anyways. However, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually put all of these in the dryer for 2 reasons. One, I want to do all these washes today, and if I leave this out to dry without the dry, it will take a few days. But 2, even though I don't know if these can all go in the dryer, I do know a lot of people don't care, and they just will shove all their t-shirts and all their underwear and a whole bunch of their stuff in the dryer. In fact, I have friends who literally will take everything out the washing machine and put it all in the dryer. I'm a bit different. I like to hang up all my clothes just because I don't want anything to shrink. But I know a lot of people don't care. So this is for those people that don't care, and I'm just going to shove all of this in the dryer, and we're going to see if it shrinks, how the cracking continues, and then we're going to put it back in the dryer, the washing machine, to see how it does with another wash. But that is really interesting, that Red Bubble and AS Colour, the 2 most expensive t-shirts, had the most cracking. Well, let's go put them in the dryer. Okay, we've got the dryer here. Now, I did actually, Lauren suggested, so I listened. She suggested to actually look at all the labels and see if they can go in the dryer. They can all go in the dryer, so, you know, people are going to put them in the dryer, especially as the label says they can. The only one that can't go in the dryer is AS Colour. So I'm not going to put AS Colour in the dryer just to make it a fair test, because I don't want to put it in the dryer if the instructions clearly say to not put it in the dryer. So I'm going to let this one dry near the dehumidifier, so it dries really quick. And not that makes any difference to anyone's lives. But all these can go in the dryer. They could be washed. Some said 30, some said 40, but we washed at 30 anyways. So we're going to put the dryer on, let them dry, and put them back in the washing machine. And I'm going to go and hang this one up. But, I mean, come on, look at this. Look at that. Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
1 hour later.
All right, the dryer is now done. Let's have a look. Okay, so in terms of cracking, I didn't think any cracking would happen through the dryer. I thought what would happen in the dryer would be some shrinking. And to be honest, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at them after all the washes to see if they've shrunk, because it's hard to tell if they've shrunk like this, and I want to put them straight back in the wash now. So looking at the designs, nothing's really happened after putting them in the dryer. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in the wash for their second run, and this time I'm going to do a bit of a different wash. I'm going to do a faster wash that is still on 30 degrees but just spins a bit faster, and the overall wash time isn't an hour and a half. It'll be a bit of a quicker one.
The second run is now finished.
The second run is done. Let's have a look at how they turned out. Don't worry about the words on the back, by the way. That was just an experiment I was doing with something else. But either way, let's have a look. This is the Amazon one, and it's good. I mean, come a bit closer so you can see, but that's good. There's a hair there, but that's nice, right? That's pretty solid. Even, I mean, again, that's just the running that was there beforehand, but that's good. Let's have a look at the next one. The next one is the Redbubble one. How was that one? This one did bad in the first run, and it's done even worse now. Okay, second run on, and the black is going, the red is going, it's all going, it's just going. This is after 2 washes, so 3 washes, I can't even imagine what's going to be left. Let's have a look at this one. Took a bunch out here. Alright, let's have a look at this one. This is AS Color. This one did terribly in the first one, and it's done a bit worse. So we still have all our blacks, except up here. No, the blacks are starting to fade at the top. So it looks a bit stupid because it's actually meant to go darker to lighter, and now it's going to lighter to darker. The whites are pretty much gone. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Don't need to talk about that one much more. It's terrible. Right, this one is I was going to say Pinterest. I meant to say Printful. This one's Printful, and that is literally perfect. Literally perfect. No change. Let's have a look at this one. This is Motif. Motif is also exactly the same again. No spots. I think they're just fluff, but they were there beforehand. But that seems to be perfect as well. That seems to have passed the second wash test. Now let's put in, let's have a look at, this is T Public, and well, this has kind of gotten a bit worse on the second wash. You can see all the yellows up here, the green, the red, even some of the blue. Yeah, I would say this has failed the second one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in the dryer one more time, in the wash one more, the dryer, the wash one more time, and then the dryer one more time, and we're going to get a final verdict at the table and see which one came through. Okay, I have now done a full wash test. 3 washes, 3 dries, and this is what we have. We have 6 t-shirts, and we're going to go through each of them, and I'm going to show you which ones actually came through, which ones had issues, and as well as that, we're going to talk about how much each one cost. Right, so let's start with this one over here. This one is Motif. So the Motif t-shirt actually ended up costing, I've got all my numbers here, $6.98. So quite a cheap t-shirt, and the quality is absolutely fine. These dots were here beforehand, I'm not sure what they were, but the quality of this t-shirt, you can see after 3 washes, it's gotten a bit softer as well. And they've all actually gotten a bit softer, but the quality has absolutely, it's withstood is the word, all of these washes. So I think that will be absolutely fine for the future. Right, next one, let's talk about Redbubble. Redbubble was an expensive t-shirt. This was £17.61, so I don't know, around $23 to $24. And this one hasn't really lasted. In terms of the feel, yes, it's gotten softer, but the actual design, if we look at it closely, it's actually come off. Right, it's terrible, right? So and look at that word, for example, right? It's come off. So this one definitely hasn't withstood the wash test. This was after 3 washes, which is a very normal amount. I mean, that could be a couple of weeks of wearing it, and then your t-shirt's gone. And when you're spending this much money on a t-shirt for it to not last longer than a couple of weeks, especially when it's taken, how long did this one take to come? This one took, this one only took 7 days to come, so it's not the end of the world, but still, that's not good quality. Right, Amazon. Let's have a look at the Amazon one. The Amazon one was absolutely perfect. Nothing changed. If anything, it got a bit softer. It smells really nice, but we've got very nice washing conditioner, so fabric softener, whatever it's called. But anyway, you can see this is still here, but that was here at the beginning, and I think that could have just been an issue with the original print. So personally, if this was a t-shirt that I had bought, I would have just gone emailed them and gotten a replacement because of the leakage over there. It would have been fine. I reckon that's just a one-off, but the actual washing and drying hasn't done anything to it, so that's brilliant as well. Right, this is an interesting one over here. This is Spring. This is their new AS colour, which costs £23.27, the most expensive one, pretty much very similar to Redbubble. And look at this. I mean, the design has totally come off, and it's like literally peeling off in my fingers. It's everything up like over here is absolutely fine, but down there it lost it. And to spend this much money on a t-shirt, and the quality is really good. And what really blew me away with this one is this one got the highest score in part 1 of the video. This one got a 10 for print quality and a 9 for material quality. And I mean, this is the worst one of the video. I'm shocked that it literally just peels off. Absolutely shocking. Right. Next we've got, what's this one? This is TeePublic. Now TeePublic, okay, it hasn't done well, but it hasn't done crazy bad. I mean, if you compare it, it's obviously way better than the Spring AS colour, and it's also way better than Redbubble because it's very similar issues to the Redbubble one. But at the end of the day, they're still cracking, as you can see here. There's still fading of colour. There's too much black showing through these colours. It should really be like that. I mean, look at that. It's crazy. So this one failed. And then lastly, we have Printful. This is the one that I think everyone expected to do well, and it's got a reputation to withhold. So this one did do really, really well. There's no fading whatsoever. This is all exactly the same as it was. There's a dot there, and if we pull it, then you can start to see cracking. But I don't think people go around pulling their shirts. I mean, if they do, then I guess that's not very good. I mean, if we pull the Amazon one, yeah, also you can kind of see the design cracking a tiny bit, but I would just suggest not to go around, pulling your shirts. But either way, the Printful one did really well. So it's between Printful, Amazon, and then I believe it was Motif, right? So those 3 all failed. Now, how did these do in terms of size? So if we look at the size, right, in terms of shrinkage, I don't think there was any shrinkage for any of these t-shirts, which is really, really good as well, considering they went in the dryer 3 times in a very short space of time. Right, so in terms of actual shrinkage, there hasn't really been any shrinking with these 3 shirts, which is absolutely fine. So, verdict for this video. Well, you've got Motif, you've got Amazon, and you've got Printful. Out of all the companies, these ones survived the wash test. So if you're wondering who you should start doing business with, pick one of these, pick all of these, by all means. If you don't care about your customers, and you don't care about, delivering a subpar product and then just getting it refunded after a couple of washes, then go for any of these other companies. Now, again, this could have just happened to me or my washing machine, my dryer. I don't know if this is going to happen to everyone, but the fact that it happened isn't good, and it shouldn't have happened. So I personally wouldn't want to use any of these companies because I wouldn't want to deliver a subpar product to my customers. So that is it for this video. If you haven't seen part 1, you haven't seen the quality test, the pricing, the shipping, and all of those kind of things, go and check that video out right now. It will make this video make a lot more sense.